What is going on, YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today, guys, I'm coming at you with another budget series, this time featuring Hanko Chow. You guys are going to see a lot of Hanko on this channel, so Hanko, thank you so much for coming in today, and I know that you do have an actual competitive deck with Ancient Gears that's going to be coming up on this channel very, very soon, but it's currently in testing. Okay, but Hanko is going to be showing his budget 3x structure deck machine reactor deck profile for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and the main purpose of this video is if you're going to go to local and you're finally starting Yu-Gi-Oh, or if you know somebody that you want to recommend getting into Yu-Gi-Oh and things like that, you've been to locals and be like, hey man, you want to start Yu-Gi-Oh and you're on a budget, buy 3 structure decks and boom, this is what you have.
Yeah, if they like machine type monsters, this would be really cool for them.
Correct, you know what I mean? So like this is like one of the cool decks you guys can definitely pick up. So only using 3x structure decks, really budget, $30 I believe. That's how much it is here in Canada, $10 each. And yeah, so for 30 bucks, this is what you can make, and it's probably like one of the most decent builds that you guys can actually use with utilizing the cards in the machine reactor structure deck. Yeah. All right, guys, without further ado, Hanko, are you ready, bro?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started with the deck profile, bro.
All right. So this deck in particular, Ancient Gears, revolve around a really aggressive strategy on summoning the big monster in this deck, which is the cover card Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. And there's a lot of ways to summon him through the spell cards, such as if you destroy Fortress, if you destroy Gear Town, or if you use Catapult's effect to summon it. So we try to go around with that strategy. So we have the first 3 cards would be Ancient Gear Wyvern. He's the main searcher of the deck because this deck is really good if you resolve this 2-card combo with Ancient Gear Catapult and Gear Town, where you use Catapult to destroy the Gear Town and then summon an Ancient Gear monster, and in Gear Town will trigger, right? What's gonna destroy Gear? Yeah, I believe so. And either that, or you would actually destroy your Fortress, and then Fortress would trigger as well. So you want to try and go for the Catapult and the Fortress or Towns. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry guys. But yeah, you want to try and get the Catapult to get the Fortress or the Town to do some shenanigans like that. So yeah, that's why 3 Ancient Gear Wyvern is very important. The next card would be the 3 Ancient Gear Gadgets. He is important because you can declare any gadgets, so you're supposed to use him for a tribute fodder. So that way, when you tribute summon for a Reactor Dragon, he actually has more effects that way to win you the game. And of course, Machine Duplication is just really, really strong with the gadget. So that way, you can summon 3 of them and then tribute them all tribute some of them for the Reactor Dragon. Next off, we have 2 Gigantus, just because he's just a level 4 beat stick, and you can easily special summon him by just removing an Earth from your graveyard, which you eventually will have. And it has a way to if this is Destroy Battle, so you just smash him into your opponent's monsters, and you can destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. So
Heavy Storm.
Yeah, it's Heavy Storm. So Heavy Storm is just really good in this game.
Oh, like what is it synergized with the most?
Especially
Gear Town.
Yeah. As I explained before, you want to destroy your Fortress, you want to destroy your Gear Town, so you can get the effects off. And I'll get into that a bit later. 2 Card Trooper. He helps you mill cards from your deck to the grave and draws you cards. So he's just really good at setting up Call of the Haunted. And not only that, but Call of the Haunted can bring back Card Trooper, so that way you draw, if it were to be destroyed, you can just, so if you set this card and it's active, you can bring back Card Trooper, and then Call of the Haunted would be destroyed by your opponent's MST or something, and then you would draw a card from Card Trooper. So that's really good. And of course, 1 Max C, because it's limited to 1, sadly.
1 lonely Max C though.
Yeah, but I mean, if you use this correctly, it can get you free cards. So that would be really nice. Next up is the cover card, Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, which you can special summon off through the effects of Gear Town or Catapult or Fortress. And yeah, he is the best card in this deck so far right now. And if you not only can so when this card attacks, your opponent can't activate spell, trap, or monster effects until the end of the battle, until the end of the damage step. And if this card attacks, let's see here. Yeah, after the battle, you can destroy a spell or trap card in the field. So you want to destroy your own Gear Town, you want to destroy your own Fortress, so that way you get more summons off. Next up, we have 1 Hydra and 1 Ancient Gear Golem, because they're just really good cards to summon off of Catapult, because of how Catapult's effect lets you summon an Ancient Gear monster from your deck, ignoring summoning conditions. So you want to summon Ancient Gear Golem or Reactor Dragon off of it, and and Hydra as well. He is a level 7.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, level 7. And like
banishing effect.
Yeah, if you tribute summon him with Ancient Gear monster, then you actually get to banish the monster that it battles with. So, such as like it gives you more options with Ancient Gear Gadget and him. So you can either declare a gadget, so that way he becomes a gadget, or you just sacrifice him without using the declaring effect, and then you just get the Ancient Gear kind of effect. But yeah, if this card battles an opponent's monster, if this card was tribute summoned by tributing Ancient Gear monster, then you can banish the monster that it battles. But if you tributed a gadget monster, then this card can attack all your opponent's monster each, like as a Yamato, like a.
Oh, so it combos out really well with, as you said, with a gadget.
Yes. And I forgot to mention, yeah, Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon has a similar effect, but even better. If this card was tribute summoned by tributing an Ancient Gear monster, it can attack. It can do piercing damage, and if this card was tribute summoned by tributing a gadget monster, it can make second attack during each battle phase. So one of the combos would be that you summon Ancient Gear and a gadget, and then you tribute both of them for this guy, so he gains both effects basically, because you tributed an Ancient Gear and a gadget. That's how this card works. It has a really funny name because it has both gadget and Ancient Gear into it. Alright, so that's for the monsters. Next we go to
spells.
Yeah, spells. Let's go with spells before traps. Yeah. So first,
whoa,
yeah,
GG, man.
Yeah, limit removal. This card's a staple in most machine decks, just because usually when you resolve this card and you're attacking, you win. So yeah, let's go with backwards. Sorry, let's go with Gear Town first. Yeah, Gear Town. It lets you normal summon Ancient Gear monster with 1 less tribute, so it helps out. And when this card is destroyed by destroyed and sent to graveyard, you can special summon an Ancient Gear monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So wherever Reactor Dragon would be,
special summon it.
Yeah, you can special summon it. So usually you want to summon from your deck. Yeah, I see. And 2 terraformings to search for it. Ancient Gear Catapult is probably your key combo card.
So good.
Yeah, this card is your key combo piece. While you control no monsters, target one face-up card you control, destroy it. If you do, special summon 1 Ancient Gear monster from your deck, ignoring summoning conditions. So you can summon Golem, Reactor Dragon, etc. Even the Wyvern. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, summon a token. But you can only use one of its effects per turn and only once that turn. So you can't use that grave effect the same turn you activate this, but this card is really good. And if you mill this with a card trooper, then next turn you gotta set up. Yeah. Ancient Gear Fortress is just almost very, like, it's similar to Gear Town, but this one only lets you special summon from your hand or graveyard. As well, it has a continuous effect saying that your Ancient Gear monsters are they cannot be targeted during the turn they are normal summoned or special summoned, or be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Yeah, and your opponent cannot activate card effects in response to Ancient Gear cards, such as the Catapult, so they can't respond to it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and yeah, this card is pretty good. So it's one of your key combo pieces that you want to pop with your card effects. Machine Duplication is also pretty good, especially with the gadget, so that way it gives you more tribute fodder, wherever the gadget is, yeah. And also can help you, it also lets you duplicate card trooper as well, if I can find card
troop and dupe.
Yeah,
OG combo.
Because then you get like 9 cards to mill for free. Wherever.
Not 9, 6.
Oh yeah, sorry, right, 6 because card troopers at 2, yeah. And 3 Galaxy Cyclone because you can pop.
Because we don't have Twin Twister.
Yes, because we don't have Twin Twister
in this deck.
You just pop your opponent's card, and then next turn you can pop your own cards. Yay! Awesome. Or even pop your opponent's cards. So yeah, 3 Call to Haunt It because you can bring back really big monsters to beat your opponent, and 3 Phoenix Chain because this deck only has Phoenix Chain as a defensive option. But its card is still pretty good. You can even pop it yourself with your into your Catapult for that combo, like if you just want to do that. But this card's pretty good. Like it can stop your opponent from attacking or effects, so there's a lot of flexibility. But yeah, definitely if you want to evolve this deck a little bit more, there's cards from Raging Tempest that like are the Ancient Gear fusion monsters. Like
those are cheap.
Yeah, they're really cheap. They're affordable. There's also the common cards too, like the what's it called? The Howling?
Howitzer.
Yeah, Howitzer. Yeah, that one. So like that like but those fusion monsters obviously changed the way this deck plays because of how you require polymerization to do so.
Alright, Hanko, and you're gonna be showing us the deck profile really soon, right?
Yes.
Please
yes.
tell them that you're gonna show us the deck profile soon.
Yeah, because the deck is kind of fun too, because of how like this, well, this card is so strong, right? It's 4,500 and it's unaffected by cards. Like, oh wait, unaffected by spell trap cards, yeah, and attacks like all your opponent's monster and pierces, so
pretty strong.
Yeah, and not only that, but I was also a big fan of the Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, like the original one. So yeah, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah.
What else is there? Like, yeah, like there's a lot of other options that you can play with this deck. Like Yugioh X is like a common or super. Well, just generic rank 4s. You can even play like rank 8 monsters in this because, oh yeah, if you want to play more golems. But yeah, I think that's really it for the deck profile. If you want to buy 3 of this deck to play with, I would suggest this kind of build. But yeah, I'm going to pass it off to Sam.
Alright guys, Hanko, thank you so much for this deck profile. Hanko will be back really soon this week for an amazing deck profile on Ancient Gears. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys smash that 500+ like button for Hanko to know that you guys want to see his profile. Alright guys, Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. Alright, peace!